All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is Strategic Sundays with Coach Sherea. We are going to plan out our week. I do hear a backdrop. Let me get this up. Apologize. All right, there we go. All right, so hopefully you guys had a good week. We are about to get into our Strategic Sundays. Hopefully you guys who are part of either you got your Strategic Sunday kit or you're part of the 1 year success program. Make sure you download it. You have everything downloaded and be ready to go. Let me turn this music off. And I'm just going to turn my camera off for a second and I'll get it back on. So welcome to Weekly Planning with Coach Sherea, helping you to maximize your week by planning in advance. Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed and unprepared? As you start to go into a new week. So, as someone who has struggled with chaotic weeks and missed opportunities, I understand the importance of effective planning. And so, I've been a super planner for years. I've always had a to do list, I always go to the store with a list. But effective planning is a skill and a gift that keeps on giving. So, today, I'm excited to share with you the strategies and techniques that I've learned to plan my weeks effectively. And then together, we're going to dive into some steps to help you maximize your week, your productivity, achieve your goals. And the ultimate goal is to live a more fulfilling life. So by the end of this presentation, hopefully, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to prioritize your tasks, set achievable goals, create a roadmap for success. So, this is just a taste of what we do in our 1 year success program. More importantly, you want to get the planning out of the way so you can create more time to live the life you want to love, to pursue your passions, to live out your purpose. And you can't do that if you are busy finishing up last minute, unplanned tasks. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera on. I'm going to take this down and then we're going to get started. All right. So what do these, and let me get rid of this ticker too. Sorry, guys. All right. So what do Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos have in common? Not only are they multimillionaires, they have changed the way we view business. They changed the way we look at life. They changed the way we plan our events. They changed the way we think about the ideas that we have. I don't know. You would think after doing this for so many times, I would have. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Thanks for your patience. And each one of them is a testament to what it means to truly pursue one's purpose. So, one thing we do have in common with them is that we all have the same 24 hours. They have the same 24 hours that we have. The difference is, either our team that we have, what we decide to do with those hours. And so we all have gifts, we all have skills, we all have different life circumstances, we all have different family dynamics, but we all have 24 hours. And so hopefully in this planning session, you are planning your 24 hours effectively. So I am Coach Sherea. I help individuals achieve their life goals while maintaining a healthy work-life balance. And I do that through teaching group coaching programs and hosting monthly goal challenges and events. And so the goal is to help you get more out of your week by planning in advance, to stay on task with the life goals that you set for yourself, to schedule your priorities rather than prioritizing your schedule, to create a consistent routine that will help you get more done through the week, to keep you accountable each week by setting aside a specific time to plan, which is now Sundays at 7:30, and to provide some resources and tools to help you plan a successful week. And to make sure that you're staying on top of your birthdays, your holidays, and special occasions. And ultimately, the ultimate goal is that you save time so you can show up and have more time for your dreams, your goals, your passions. And so you want to be able to set and achieve your goals. You want to have time to pursue your dreams and you want to live out your purpose. And again, you can't do that if you're still washing dishes, doing clothes, doing last minute errands. And so preparing for those things in advance so you'll have time to do the things that matter so you can live the life that you want to love. So before we begin, make sure you have all your materials and downloads. If you have your candles, I didn't light my candles this morning, but usually I have my candles on. I have my music. I have my water. So get what you need and make sure you have your downloads. And let's get into it. Right. So repetition is a key to forming new habits. So each week, if you're here with me, you will notice that we do the same core information every week. I do add a few updates, but essentially we follow the same formula. And so our goal is to get on a regular routine, repetition, and adding things. So even though we do reflection every week, reflection is going to look different every week. So it is a pattern of reflecting, but every week your reflection should look different. And so you want to have your daily planner. So we'll be using that. We'll be using my 2024 daily planner. If you do not have the planner, go ahead and scan the QR code. That will give you access to the digital e-bundle. So you will get the 2024 goals journal and the 2024 planner. And the planner is what we're using. And you can use that, like I print mine out and I put it in a 3-ring binder, but you also can put that into your Goodreads. So if you have Goodreads, I love Goodreads. I'm addicted. And so you can plan, upload into your Goodreads, and go ahead and work it out inside of the app. So after our session, we're using our goals journal. We're using the planner. Those of you who took the course, you should have a Strategic Sundays weekly planning checklist. So it's just a checklist of things to remember, like car maintenance, wash your car, going to the grocery store. So it's all a list of things that you could remember to add to your list. And again, it's not to overwhelm you with your list. It's so that you don't get overwhelmed during the week because they're going to come up. You have to go to the store possibly, or if you're doing DoorDash, or you have to cook unless you're going out to eat. But these things will be planned, and they help you plan so you're not doing it during the week at the last minute. So we always start with reflection. Follow effective action with quiet reflection. From quiet reflection will come even more effective action. And so in my pursuit of progress, I often neglect to savor the present moment. Without pausing, reflecting, and analyzing, we miss important opportunities. So why should we reflect? Reflection transforms experiences into insights. And by intentionally pausing, we broaden and enrich our thinking. It also allows us to refocus on the big picture. Reflection aids in defining our objectives and goals, and it enables examination of positive, neutral, and negative outcomes of our work. And so when you sit back and you say, hey, this was a good week. How can I make it a better week? Oh, this was a good week. How can I duplicate this week? Oh, this was not such a great week. How can I make sure this never happens again? What's in my control? What's not in my control? What happens if something happens that's not in my control? Say, like, sometimes the power goes out and you don't have control over whether you can work on your computer or work on things. What's a backup plan? So you get an opportunity to reflect on how things happen and create plans and systems and SOPs or whatever you need to do for a future. And so applying the law of reflection, making sure you have a dedicated space to reflect. And again, having your materials, having an atmosphere, having a routine of reflection, and then continuous reflection. You reflecting at the end of the year. A lot of people reflect at the end of the year very quickly. You write your goals and then you forget about them for the rest of the year. So reflecting at the end of the year, reflecting at the end of the month. And what we're doing is reflecting at the end of the week so that we can put a good plan together for the upcoming week. So you have a worksheet inside of your planner. It gives you a space to write your reflections from last week, and it gives you um, a space to put your expectations. So we are reflecting and expecting what happened last week, and then what am I expecting to happen this upcoming week? And you have some questions. What were my wins last week? Am I on track to achieve my goals based on what I'm doing now? Am I on track to reach my goals by the end of the year? Does my schedule need to be adjusted? My schedule is going to have to be adjusted soon because I've incorporated some new things. I have to switch some things around. How will next week be different than this week? Is there anything I can do better this week to see better results? What am I hoping to accomplish? What do I need to say yes to this week? And what do I need to say no to? What do I need to automate, delegate, eliminate? So you want to look at next week, last week, take some time to reflect, and then take some time to expect what you are planning to happen once you make those changes. Another thing which I always start with is anniversaries, birthdays, special events. You do not want to miss these things. And a lot of times, especially if you're in sales or marketing or you're busy and you're at the office, and you're like, oh wait, it's my anniversary. Please don't do that. Please don't do that if you're married. You don't want to forget your kid's birthday party. And sometimes these things just get away from us because we're so busy. And so first thing we do, after reflection, is to remember those special days, those special anniversaries, birthdays, that we're putting the people um, who are important to us. We want to make sure that we put them first and that we make adjustments accordingly. So if it's your anniversary, make sure that you got the work schedule together at work. So if something's happened at work, you're like, oh, I can't stay this day, or I can't switch places with you on this day because it's my anniversary. A lot of times we make plans in advance and we go, oh crap, I made this. Now I got to go back and cancel that. Or you're apologizing to your spouse saying, hey, I'm gonna be out of town this weekend and I forgot it was our anniversary. So here's your time to know in advance when those special holidays are coming up. And even like today was a daylight savings time. So if you didn't plan in advance, you lost out on the hour. I usually get up at 4 anyway, so I was up at 4:30. So it didn't really affect me on this Sunday. Some tips: buy your birthday cards in advance and your bags in advance. You could buy gift cards in advance. You can have subscription services that send gifts regularly. Pay attention to Facebook notifications. If you guys are on Facebook, they always remind you of whose birthday it is. And sometimes you even get an opportunity to give a gift or to donate to their favorite charity. Keep it in your budget. So as we work on our budget this week, if you know you have a birthday or you have an anniversary coming up, now you want to add that into your budget. And your planner. I like to, again, I print mine out, but you also can upload it into your good notes and take that with you so you are on top of um, your day. The planner has a space for you to put this week's goals. It has a place for you to put your priorities for the week. It has a space for your personal to-do list. Maybe you need to go to the cleaners, you need to run some errands, you need to go get your nails done or pedicure or whatever. And your habit tracker. So you have a habit tracker here. Maybe your goal is to drink 96 ounces of water. You want to do that Monday through Friday. Maybe it's to exercise Monday through Friday. So you want to do your habit tracker here so you stay up to date. And then you have your number one goal at the top for that day. And then you have your top 3 priorities for that day. All right, and then we have our fun calendar, and this is optional, obviously, but the fun calendars, this keeps us up to date with National Donut Day, National Hot Dog Day, National Strawberry Shortcake Day. Some of these things are funny, some of these things are important. You have Employee Appreciation Day, so you just want to stay on top of these things to see what's coming up. Today is actually National I Am Day. It's the second Sunday in March. This is a new thing, and it's a day where you're doing your I am affirmations. So I thought that was pretty fun. I have some affirmations that I've been repeating every single day, and I recorded them And so I'm gonna share that too, the link in the video. Daylight saving time, second Sunday in March, Women's History Month, National Caffeine Awareness Month. I think I should boycott that. I don't want to be aware of coffee. So National Caffeine Awareness Month. So I use a national day calendar, celebrate every day, and I'll put that link inside of the video also, link underneath the video. And then if you're a member of a church, get your church calendar, find out what events are happening. My church is always having an event. What about your business calendar, your calendar at work? Are you going to be closed one day? Are you going to be open this day? Is it a late day? Is it a holiday? Are you on vacation? So keeping track with your work calendar. And then I'm a part of, what about the kids calendar? The kids calendar has legs of their own, especially if they're involved in sport. So you want to see, okay, what's going on at the kids' school? What's going on after? Is it a dance class? Is it basketball? And maybe you can team up with other parents to take some of that responsibility off of you, sharing tasks. And then me, I'm a part of accountability group. So I try to keep a schedule of live calls and things like that. So I don't forget them. All right, blank page come through. Let's see. All right, I don't know what page that is, but okay, what's coming up? So March 1st, of course, with the Goal Setters Club, we are always set a new month, a new goal, a new budget. And so this month we are working on our finances. Last month we focused on relationships. And so St. Patrick's Day is coming up. The first day of spring is coming up, March 20th. Easter Sunday, March 31st. So there's a lot of things happening in March. There's a lot of things always happening. April, tax day is coming up, Earth Day is coming up. And so just getting an idea, maybe some of these things will affect your budget. So say Easter, I don't know if you're getting new outfits or you're having an Easter dinner. So you want to keep these things in mind so you can add a little extra money in your budget for those things. All right, and then there's a checklist inside of the group app. Just some reminders about your relationships, making sure you're texting 5 to 10 people or catching up with people during the week. What about your home? Is there any cleaning, deep cleaning, laundry that needs to be done? Self care, getting your mani pedicures done, your beard, your lashes, making sure those appointments are set up and it's in your budget. Your recreational fun goals. Are you doing a movie this week? Are you going to play golf? Checking the weather, making sure you're checking the weather before you get in your clothes together because it might be raining and maybe you need to change those heels to boots. And so just getting an update so you're not last minute, right? New month, new budget. So making sure you're reviewing your entire monthly March bills and then also your bills that's due next week. And then what's on automatic, making sure that you're in check with what's coming out automatically, especially if you put your bills together with your spouse. Because it looks like you have some money, but you don't. Meal planning. So this probably takes a lot of time. If you, I don't know if you meal plan or if you eat out, if you're single, whatever that looks like for you, you just want to plan that accordingly. I cook every day. And so meal planning is essential here. And letting others know like, hey, this is what I'm planning on making tonight. So we keep a menu on the fridge. Here's some planning ideas. Maybe having a meatless Monday, a Taco Tuesday, knowing that every Tuesday you're having tacos, Wellness Wednesday, some type of health dish, crock pot Thursday, maybe just putting everything in a crock pot and coming home and it's done. Fast food Friday, this is the time. Like this past Friday, we went out to eat at Stonefire. Salad Saturday, we have a salad every day. So, and then Celebration Sunday, I use that as my soul food day for comfort foods and high calorie meals. Benefits of meal planning, portion control. You eat healthier most times. Allergy management. reducing food waste, saving time, eliminating stress. It helps with your financial planning. If you plan in advance, and even if you're planning with based on the sales of the stores, that will help you with your budget overall. The disadvantages of not planning: impulse purchases, paying more money for things that you're buying at the last minute. Oh, let me eat this. Or sometimes, if you don't have a list and you go and you get 3 items and you get home, you realize you need 5 items. Now you're going back to the store again and you're paying more money. And so you want to avoid impulse purchases, increase consumption of processed foods. So sometimes, if you're not planning in advance, you don't get a chance to look at the calorie intake. You don't get a chance to organize, to balance out your meals. Hey, we're having salmon, we're having potatoes. Hey, we're having salmon, we're having brown rice. We're having salmon, we're having broccoli. So you get a chance to kind of pre-plan if you count your calories. Higher food costs. So reliance on unhealthy snacks. Sometimes if you're tired, you forgot your lunch, you didn't plan, now you're eating whatever comes to you. All right, so goal setting. So in we have a plan through in the Goal Setters Club. Every month we focus on one category. This month we're focused on finances. Next month we're going to be focused on our home goals. You want to review your vision board. Where is your vision board? The one you created, I guess, in December or January. Make sure it's posted up where you can see it. Make sure you have a day where you actually look at it and get reminded and see the visual of your why, what you said you wanted at the end of this year. Reviewing your routines. What are you doing every single day to help you get closer to those things that you asked for on your vision board? Do you have so we have a timeline. This is on the next slide. So for the goals journal, we are, what is today? Today is the 10th. The 10th, we are researching the books, magazines, websites, and support that you need to accomplish your goals. So if we're working on our finance goals, and maybe your number one finance goal is to invest. So your books are going to be on investing. Your magazines are going to be investing. Your websites, your apps are going to be based on investing. You're going to be looking at acorns. You're going to be looking at other things. Maybe your number one financial goal is to save. So you're going to be looking at maybe high interest banks, researching that. So your research is going to be based on what financial goals you have for yourself. Maybe your number one goal this year is to purchase a home. You are looking for realtors. You are looking for different programs. So make sure that the books and magazines. Now we are reading Tiffany Aliché's book, Get Good with Money, and there's a reading plan for that. So that is like our general book that we're reading, but you also want to get a book that's catered towards the specific goal that you set for yourself. And then next week, we are going to be writing out our affirmations based on that. And I think I'm going to post up my affirmation too, that you can read it. And so this is where you're going to put your sample routines. And so if your number one goal is to save money, then you're going to do Saving Saturday. Every Saturday, you're going to come up with new ways to save money. Maybe you're going to do, I'm not sure. So if you're doing finance, you're doing Finance Friday, where you're looking at your bills, your budget, Money Monday. And so you want to take this accountability tracker, create routines that's going to help you reach the goals that you said you want to set for yourself. If you're doing investing, maybe on Fridays or Saturdays, you're researching investment opportunities. You're reading your books on that. So this is not a calendar. This is a space to create the routines that are going to help you to reach your goals that you set for yourself, your financial goals. And what are you reading next week? So we want to make sure we get some reading in. Just like we talked about, if you have a specific goal, you want to read books that's catered to what it is that you need. And so for the Goal Setters Club, we do have a 2024 book list. We are reading this month. I think I told you guys a bunch of times I'm a member of 7 book clubs. And so we usually read about 10 pages a night. One of my book clubs, we read 1 page a day. We're doing the pivot year. The Goal Setters Club, we're reading Get Good with Money. I'm reading for my personal self love. That is my number one relationship goal for 2024 is self love for myself. One of my book clubs are reading $100 million leads, and I'm reading Worthy. This is on its way, so I haven't got this book yet. I'm probably going to do it on Audible today because I'm a little behind. All right. So this is again we have an Empower Hour book club. It is through our 1 year success program. So if you're a part of our 1 year success program, the reading plan is in your portal. If you are not, we also have the Amazon book club. So if you go to Amazon, search book club, search Empower Hour, and our book club is there. So our March selection is Get Good with Money. All right, so here are your resources. We have the 2024 Goals Journal, the 2024 Planner. I have a Strategic Sunday playlist on Spotify. I have a business marketing calendar. Again, that's all available in our program, but you can download the digital kit, the 2024 Goals Journal and the 2024 Planner. That's on my website. So you can scan that. That will give you access to it so you can download it and start. And then if you want to be a part of the Goal Setters Club, our monthly membership program, you can scan that also, and you will get access to the replays and any worksheets that we use during any of the calls, or most of the calls, let's say that. All right, so thank you so much. Remember, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. He was preparing for the things to come. He was hearing, he was listening, and he was building. And so this is your opportunity to prepare, to build, to plan in advance. So next week, when it comes, you're ready for it. All right, you guys, have an awesome Sunday. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next Sunday for our strategic planning session. Have an awesome Sunday.